Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angels Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Lions and the Los Angeles Angels.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Los Angeles Angels.
And getting the start for the Angels, Demetrius Buck. He leads the league in ERA, Siggy.
Yeah, he's always around the zone, Boo. Gets weak contact and makes hitters guess. That's how he's been able to stay on top.
Everything's crisp, movement, mix, location. A little different from your cardio stats, Siggy.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, we know the numbers don't lie. Elite is elite. They'll be leaning on that arm all summer long.
0-1 now. It's more than the box score. He shifts the momentum.
Yeah, and that's what makes him elite. Never know when his impact will show up, but it always does.
A little out front there as he swings through it. That one lifted to left. Gentry settles underneath it, and there's one down. Take a look at the lineup.
Shortstop, number 7.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Cody Berger.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Berger matched a homer in his last game. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now.
Ball 1.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder, number 23.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Ball.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Got him. That's the third out. And now the Angels will get their first opportunity in this one. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill in this one, Isley Rosales. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this in the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Leading off, Freddie Slade. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Antonio Escobar.
That's out. That's in. Ball 2.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next
Ball
pitch is
outside.
outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punched out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Alfred Shurak stands in now and watches strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Angels go quietly there, scoreless after 1. Back here at Angel Stadium, new inning getting started. Victor Gallegos now at the plate. Gallegos launched a homer in his most recent game.
Nope. Ball 1. Aye.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Ball 1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Second inning here, no score. This ball's chopped on the ground. Shurak gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second.
Batting 6th, third baseman, number 1.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Xavier Carter.
Yep, that
And
ball
Chris,
went
his
out.
home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Fastball is
Outside, that's a ball.
outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Anthony Gentry. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now.
Aye.
Got him swinging.
Batting fifth, first baseman, number 5.
Hey!
Swigum with a homer in his last game. Here's 0-1. Out towards right center field. DeMonte settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 30.
Now it's the shortstop, Ed Bonds.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that keeps the inning going.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Bonds leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground right side, Gomez Phelps. Play made, that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Center fielder, number 0.
Ball.
Tovar went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch is outside. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Roger Saunders in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Antonio Escobar.
Number 27.
Escobar getting the start at third in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and his slugging percentage this season is right around .490. That one fouled hard the other way. Oh, 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. That one to first. He gets there with the slide. Throw to the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
High fly ball, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 15.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Freddie Slade digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Popped up. And that'll get down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher, number 98.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Angels leave one. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 43.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
Had some real trouble with the pitch there. That's one he should have had, and that essentially turns that leadoff single into a leadoff double. Takes away any chance of neutralizing it with the double play ball. Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Now
that's
missed.
out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So digging in, Billy Benjamin. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. The 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, number 93.
On the ground. Tosses across the first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Back in Anaheim, Alfred Shurak steps in with an OPS that's been through the roof. Power and patience in one package. An impressive list.
He's doing damage and getting on base. That's rare. The kind of balance every manager wants, and the stats prove his worth.
His discipline at the plate makes the power play even bigger too, Singy.
Yeah, he's a problem top to bottom. OPS can tell you a lot, and in this case, it's spot on. He's a big-time weapon for this offense.
Strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Hey.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Sean Swigum, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. And that one hammered. Gone! It's his 6th home run of the season. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Forrest DeMonte getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bonds under it. One up, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 1.
Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And next is the designated hitter, Jeff McAtee. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, number 0.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Swing and a pop-up. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Major League Baseball is on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Daniel Sandoval.
Number 37.
Fouled off left side. Inside, almost got him. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
That's a ball.
Sandoval gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. Berger. The flip. 1 at second. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Rich Cabrera, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's a ball.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. Angels held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in Anaheim. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Roger Saunders will hit next.
Number 11.
Activity in the bullpen for the first time. James Hodges appears to be getting loose. Starks getting cranked up as well. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Gentry gets under it, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, number 43.
Pitch is in the
that's
dirt.
down.
Ball one. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
The Angels up by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Ground ball right side. Swigum. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the batter now, Cody Berger. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's throwing, good pitches, but even better takes.
Ball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Benjamin waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
That one ripped right center field. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
He was all over that one. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First offering way inside, almost got him. Man on second, 2 down. That one a little bit high, and the count now 2-0.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Here's a high chopper. Base hit into the outfield. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Demetrius Buck departs, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Franklin
Angels,
Kozar
number
gets the call from the
35.
pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Go ahead run on base. Gallegos digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gentry should have this one, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Julius Lopes.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And leading off for the Hellos, designated hitter, number 15.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Strike two. Lopes, 6'1" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Hey!
Now he's challenging a called strike. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. That catches the top part of the zone. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. That hits the dirt. 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And up next for Los Angeles, Alfred Shurak.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. A bat goes flying. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, top of inning number 7. Forrest DeMonte now at the plate.
Ball, that's low.
Next one
that's
misses.
off the plate.
Ball
Ball 2.
2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold off if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
On the ground, right side, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that holds the go-ahead run at second base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First offering, and it just misses.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Around third. He scores, and they have the lead. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So now here's the DH, Jeff McAtee, 1 for 2.
Hey.
Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now 2-2. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Hey.
Runner at second here, one gone.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a pop-up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Franklin Kozar done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Leroy Cleary.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Roger Saunders, the next to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
In the air to left center. Cabrera turns to the right on the move. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Kurt McLaughlin.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hey.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Tying run at second base. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Ball to strike.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Runner at second, nobody out. And that is out of play. In the air out to center. Snags it on the run. And there's one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
So up next, Ed Bonds. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. No challenges left for them now. So the tying run at second. Now that's smacked to right center. And there's two down.
Now batting, right fielder, number 37.
Late swing, foul to the left. Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. Struck him out looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We're at the top of the eighth. Digging in, Alonso Gomez Phelps.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Lined into right. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, number 7.
Hey.
Towards first, and that's just foul. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 3-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. Now it's going to be Billy Benjamin.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nope. That's the ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eugene Musser preparing to come on if needed. Stallings getting loose as well. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Hey!
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Antonio Escobar.
Number 27.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple
That ball's
hits.
foul.
The 0-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Way out front for strike 2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. The Halos down by a pair here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Designated hitter.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kurt McLaughlin out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Mark Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next is the designated hitter, Freddie Slade. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. And the Angels are gone in order. And it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Eugene
Angels,
Musser gets the
20.
ball now.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Leading things off, right fielder, number 9.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Musser measures 5 feet 10 inches, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that one is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two on the way. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Third baseman, number 1.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 0-1. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone, really making him work out there.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Ripped to short. On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
2 down, bases empty. And now the DH, Jeff McAtee.
Hey!
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. The Lions lead it 3-1.
Now pitching.
New pitcher
Number
on here,
32.
Freddie Lindstrom.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And leading off for the Hellos, catcher, number 98.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
One home run shy of 200 for his career. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Ball one.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in
Oh,
their
that's out.
careers. He's putting himself in great company.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two now. Curve in the dirt.
Ball three.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Angels with only one out left.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Number 14.
Out towards right center field. The throw into second. The tag's there, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.